We live in a culture today where we're taught that doing is everything. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Dose. I'm Dr. Lance Garrison. I'm a licensed psychologist who specializes in health psychology and behavioral medicine, and I currently serve as the Dean for the College of Professional Psychology at the Chicago School. Now, in our last video, we talked about the power of non-doing. So today, I want to talk to you about the joy that can be part of non-doing as well. As you know, myself included, so many of us are driven. Progress, productivity, and efficiency. I mean, even our leisure time is packed with activity, rushing from one event to the next, filling every gap with some sort of stimulation. We become so accustomed to doing that the idea of just simply being feels foreign, even uncomfortable to us. But what if I told you that the most meaningful action, the most creative, the most impactful actually comes from non-doing? The joy of non-doing is that nothing else needs to happen for the moment to be complete because it's already whole, it's already enough. And yet, life will continue to unfold. It isn't about giving up action, it's about understanding where meaningful action actually comes from. When we act from a place of striving, a place of constant wanting, the work that we do can become distorted, tainted by self-involvement, by greed, by feeling the need for validation. But when action arises naturally out of stillness and out of presence, it becomes something else entirely. It becomes effortless, clear, pure. And this is something that great scientists and artists and thinkers have always understood. They understood that the best discoveries don't come from forcing insight. They come from allowing it to arise. The best art isn't created from trying to impress others. It's created from deep presence. And the most meaningful work isn't about usefulness. It's about seeking the truth. And when we care too much about whether or not something is productive, we can just lose sight of the work itself. We start bending it, twisting it, trying to manipulate it to fit into an agenda. And that's when our creativity gets blocked. That's when we stop seeing things clearly. But when we trust the process, when we let our actions arise from non-doing, that's when something else happens. We start to see the connections more clearly. We act with a greater sense of ease, and we work with more joy. So here's a thought. What if instead of forcing, you just allowed? What if instead of pushing, you let go? What if instead of worrying about where your effort's going to lead, you simply showed up to the moment, fully present and fully engaged? Not because it's useful, not because that's the productive way to be, because right here, right now is enough. The joy of non-doing isn't about avoiding action. It's about discovering where real action begins, in stillness, in awareness, and in the deep knowing that the moment is already complete. And yet, from it, something else is surely going to arise. Until next time, be well.